Standard 7 Science, Chapter 5, Food Safety. We learn about how food spoilage and wastage takes place, how food adulteration takes place, and how to preserve and protect food. Food spoilage. Food is said to be spoiled if there is a change in its color, odor, texture, quality, taste, and if there is a loss of its nutrient content. The main factors responsible for food spoilage that we'll cover in this chapter are microorganisms, the action of enzymes, infestation by insects, man-made causes, and chemical reactions. Biological, chemical, and physical factors contaminate food. What will happen to food materials if they are infested by insects or get spoiled due to improper storage? They will get spoiled. So join us and help us fight food wastage. Firstly, let's understand more about the issue of food wastage. There are two types of wastage of food, qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative wastage can be through excessive use of preservatives, overcooking of food, washing the vegetables after cutting them, or wrong methods of protecting the food, and even mishandling food products like fruits, etc. Quantitative wastage, on the other hand, includes wrong methods of farming like hand sowing of seeds, inadequate threshing, improper storage, and wrong methods of distribution. The custom of offering and serving too much food to guests at traditional feasts or banquets instead of a self-serving buffet system is also included in quantitative wastage. A simpler way to remember qualitative wastage: imagine how food is wasted in the kitchen once it reaches your house, and quantitative wastage while it's still in the farm. That is how it will be easier to recollect qualitative wastage and quantitative wastage points. Here are 7 tips we can use to avoid food wastage. Serve yourself only as much food as you can eat. Avoid overcooking food. Avoid throwing away the leftover food. Either use it in a proper way or store it in the refrigerator to eat it the next day or in the evening. Buy only as much grain, vegetables, fruits, milk, etc. as much as you need, and avoid the temptation to make excessive purchases and to hoard food materials. Store the grains and other perishable foodstuffs like vegetables, fruits, milk, etc. using proper methods. Check the expiry date of bottled, canned, packed food and use them within that time. To avoid food wastage and having to throw the expired, unused, packed food, eat all the food that you have served yourself. To ensure food protection, there are 2 institutions that work at a national level. The first one is the Food and Drug Administration, also known as FDA. This is a government organization that controls production and distribution of foods and drugs. Drugs means medicines by their standardization. The other institution is Food Safety and Standardization Authority of India, FSSAI. It has been established as per the Food Safety and Standardization Act 2006. Food protection basically involves prevention of food spoilage by microbial growth and infestation by pests. Irradiation or using of gamma rays to slow down the microbial growth rate in the food items, which in turn slows down the ripening process of the food items and ensures a longer shelf life of the food items is an example of food protection. Food preservation involves use of various preservatives to prevent the spoilage of food due to internal factors and to store food for a long period of time. Methods of food preservation. First, freezing. Biological and chemical reactions in the food materials are slowed down at a lower temperature. Due to this, the food remains in a good condition for a longer period of time. This is why refrigerators and cold storages are used to store food. Second, smoking. Food is preserved with the help of smoke. Aluminium phosphide is used in this method. Mostly meat and heavy proteins are preserved using this method. Third, use of insecticides. Malathion is sprayed on gunny bags containing food grains. This prevents insects from spoiling the food and contaminating the food. The fourth method of food preservation is irradiation. In this method, food is exposed to ionizing radiations such as high energy electrons emitted by accelerators, also exposed to X-rays or gamma rays emitted by radioactive isotopes, etc. This process basically destroys the microbes and insects, thus increasing the shelf life of the fruits, as they ripen very slowly and hence they rot even slower. The shelf life of potatoes and onions are increased using irradiation as it slows down the sprouting of potatoes and onions. Simply put, they age slowly, hence they live longer. Next, use of natural preservatives. Preservatives like salt, sugar and oil used to preserve pickles, jams, murabbas, pethas, etc. are a common age-old method of food preservation. Chemical preservatives. Class 1 chemical preservatives involve addition of salt, sugar, spices, vinegar, honey and edible vegetable oils in food, while class 2 chemical preservatives involve benzoic acid and its sodium and potassium salts, that is Na salts and K salts, and sorbic acid and its sodium and potassium salts, that is Na salts and K salts. They are used in sauces, jellies, jams and in packaged ready-to-cook vegetables and food items. They keep the food safe for a very long duration. Next, use of gases. Nitrogen gas is injected in airtight packets to preserve food, commonly seen in airtight packets of potato wafers. This prevents the growth of fungus and insects inside them, thus preserving these food items for a very long period of time. Lastly, pasteurization. This method, found by Louis Pasteur, involves heating the milk or other similar foodstuffs up to a certain high temperature. Suppose heating milk at 80 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes and then cooling it down very quickly. This destroys the microbes that are present in the milk and keeps it from getting spoiled for a longer duration. Food adulteration. Let's learn about adulteration. Adulteration is a legal term meaning that a food product fails to meet the legal standards. Adulteration of food is commonly defined as the addition or subtraction of any substance to or from the food so that the food substance's natural composition and quality is affected. Simply put, food adulteration is the act of intentionally debasing or decreasing the quality of food offered for sale, either by adding something inside it or by substituting with inferior substances or by removing some valuable ingredient from the food. Either you'll add something substandard, you'll substitute some part of it with some inferior substance to increase the volume or the bulk, or you will remove some valuable ingredient from within the food. Other examples of food adulteration that you should also note are removal of some important components of food like removal of fat content of milk, essence of cloves, cardamoms, etc. Mixing of a low quality inedible or cheaper material or a harmful color with food. Mixing of some harmful materials like small stones, fine sand, iron filings, urea, dung of horse, sawdust, etc. in the food. Now how will you find out if the food has been adulterated? Pause the video, note down the following 3 links and check out the videos that have been put up on how to test if the food has been adulterated. Some examples of food adulteration are when chemicals are injected into fruits to make them more attractive and tasty. For example, wax coating on apples to make them appear more shiny and red. Calcium carbide is injected to bananas so that they look more attractive and yellow for a longer period of time. It basically ripens them and keeps them in the bright yellow state for a longer period of time. But if you notice, the stalk is still green, which means it did not ripen naturally. Also, if you notice, normally bananas have brown spots that develop on the yellow skin once they start ripening. Another example of food adulteration is when milk vendors add urea to the milk so that it appears to have a higher fat content, or commonly simply add water to the milk so that it appears that the milk quantity is more. The shopkeepers may sometimes change the expiry date of the food packets and airtight containers to avoid a financial loss. Suppose the expiry date was like tomorrow, but it was changed to like after 2 months. You can still sell the food item and earn a profit. However, the food will have gotten spoiled and would not be consumable afterwards. Frequently, harmful chemicals like carbonated soda or phosphoric acid are mixed with cold drinks to make them more fizzy and sweet. Pause the video and answer the following questions. Pause the video and answer the following questions.